In general appearance, the German Shepherd dog is a well-balanced animal, with harmonious development of fore and hind quarter. The overall impression should be one of nobility, strength, agility, and alertness. The dog should be well muscled without appearing clumsy, and nimble with no appearance of soft living. The German Shepherd dog is longer than tall, deep-bodied, and presents an outline of smooth curves rather than angles. Secondary sex characteristics are strongly marked in this breed. Males and females are easily distinguished. The desired height for males is 24 to 26 inches at the withers, and for females, 22 to 24 inches. Weight should be in proportion to overall balance and substance. Let's begin our detailed examination of the German Shepherd dog with the head. It's noble, cleanly chiseled, strong without coarseness, but above all, not fine and in proportion to the body. He has a fearless expression. From the side, you can see that the forehead is only moderately arched, with the skull sloping into the muzzle without an abrupt stop. The muzzle is long and strong, with its top line parallel to the top line of the skull. The muzzle is wedge-shaped, with firmly fitted lips and strongly developed jaws. What about this head? The muzzle is snipy, lacking a well-developed underjaw. The head appears too fine throughout, lacking the strength and nobility that is the hallmark of the breed. This head is correct. It's strong without coarseness, with a long, strong muzzle. The muzzle and skull are parallel. From the front, you can see the moderate arch of the forehead, neither flat nor rounded between the ears. You can also easily tell that this is a male, while this is a female. Note, too, the strong muzzle and firmly fitted lips with no excess flew. The nose is black. A nose that is not predominantly black is a disqualification. Teeth should be strongly developed and meet in a scissors bite like this. Full dentition is preferred, with 20 upper and 22 lower teeth. Any missing teeth other than first premolars is a serious fault, while an overshot jaw or a level bite is undesirable. An undershot jaw is a disqualification. Eyes are of medium size, almond-shaped, and are set a little obliquely, like these. They should not be protruding. The color should be as dark as possible. See how these correct eyes add to the keen, intelligent, and composed expression that's so characteristic of the breed. It should be noted that in an otherwise good specimen, lighter brown or dark amber color eyes of proper shape and size are not considered to be a serious fault, especially when they blend in with surrounding coloration. German Shepherd dog puppies are born with floppy ears, but as the dog matures, the ears will gradually stiffen and come up. German Shepherd dog ears should never be cropped. Cropped or hanging ears are a disqualification. The ears are moderately pointed, in proportion to the skull, and are carried erect when the dog is at attention. They are open toward the front. This dog's ideal ear carriage is such that the center lines of the ears are parallel to each other and perpendicular to the ground. This is an example of faulty ear carriage. In an otherwise good specimen, minor imperfections in ear carriage are not considered to be a serious fault. Remember that cropped ears are a disqualification, as are hanging ears. Now let's discuss the German Shepherd's neck and body. The neck is strong and muscular, clean cut, and relatively long. There should be no loose folds of skin. Normal head carriage for the German Shepherd dog is forward rather than up, with head carried only a little higher than the withers, especially when the dog is in motion. When the dog is at attention or excited, however, the head is raised and the neck carried high, like this. The neck should blend smoothly into the shoulders. The shoulder blades are long and obliquely angled at approximately 45 degrees, meeting the upper arm at about a 90-degree angle. Both upper arm and shoulder blades should be near equal in length and well muscled. This dog appears straight in shoulder and upper arm. This will prevent proper reach. From the front, you can see that the shoulder blades are laid on flat and are not bulging or overdone. The chest is well filled and carried well down between the legs. It should never be shallow, but rather deep and capacious, allowing plenty of room for heart and lung function. In profile, the chest is carried well forward, with the prosternum showing ahead of the shoulder. You can see how the chest is carried to the elbows, which are held close to the body, turning neither in nor out. Forelegs are straight, viewed from any angle, with oval rather than round bone. Pasterns should be strong and springy and angulated back about 25 degrees from the vertical. Feet are short and compact, with toes well arched, and pads thick and firm. Nails should be short and dark. Dew claws on the front feet are normally left on, although they may be removed. As mentioned earlier, the German Shepherd dog's body is longer than tall. The most desirable proportion, measured from point of chest to the rear edge of the pelvis and from withers to ground, is in a ratio of 10 to 8.5. This dog's body is close to that ideal. See how the whole structure of the body gives an impression of depth and solidity without being coarse or heavy. The withers should be higher than and sloping into the back, which is straight and level. The underline is only moderately tucked up in the loin, with the abdomen firmly held. This dog's roached back is not correct. This dog is too long in body and has a weak, sagging top line. This dog's back is firm and level. The ribs are well sprung and long, not barrel-shaped nor too flat. Remember that while the German Shepherd dog's body is long, the back itself is relatively short. The desired overall length is achieved by length of a well-angled forequarter and length of withers and hindquarter. Ribbing is carried well back so that the loin is relatively short, muscular, broad, and strong. Undue length of loin is undesirable. See how the croup is long and gradually slopes to the set-on of the tail. The tail is bushy and sets smoothly into the croup. It's set low and hangs in a slight curve like a saber when the dog is at rest. In motion, the curve of the tail is accentuated but should never be carried above a vertical line. As for length, the last vertebrae of the tail should reach at least to the hock joint. A tail with an enlargement near the end due to ankylosis or a short tail are serious faults. Any dog with a docked tail must be disqualified. Many German Shepherd dog tails have a slight hook at the end, often carried to one side. This should be faulted only to the extent that it mars the overall appearance of the dog. Hindquarters are characterized by broad, well-muscled thighs. The upper and lower thighs should be nearly equal in length and form as nearly as possible a right angle, matching the angulation of the forequarters. What about this dog? He appears too straight in the rear. The desired symmetry and balance of the German Shepherd dog is not apparent. Overangulation of the hindquarters is also faulty. This dog's hindquarters are correctly angulated, matching the angulation of the forequarters. Note again the breadth and muscling of upper and lower thighs. Hocks are short, strong, and well articulated. From the rear, you can sense the powerful drive of the rear assembly. See how the hocks are parallel, turning neither in nor out. Like the front feet, rear feet are short, compact, and well arched, with thick, firm pads. Dew claws should be removed on the rear feet. Now let's discuss the German Shepherd dog's coat. It's a double coat of medium length, with the outer coat as dense as possible. The hair should be straight and harsh and lie close to the body. The coat on the head, legs, and paws is short, while the neck and the rear of the forelegs and hind legs are covered with longer hair. A slightly wavy